Hey Taurus Collective, what's up y'all? Welcome to the channel, welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's pull some cards and see what you need to hear. I wanted to use my own oracle card. So we have, you have a spirit of discernment, trust it. Listening to your intuition, your gut instincts. That sixth sense that you have is going to be significant right now, or is significant right now, or important right now. God is pulling you out of the madness. So this leads me to believe that there could be something nagging at you to disconnect from. If that is indeed the case, I feel like Spirit is saying yes. That's a big yes, that your instincts are spot on, and that you pulling away from something or someone is because you're being led to do it. Maybe you're getting divine downloads or spiritual nudges that it's time to pull away from something or someone. It says their cowardice is showing. It's obvious to everyone that the problem is them. Okay. That could be you really staying out of the way. You know, there's somebody around you that could be behaving in a way that's unbecoming. Okay. And maybe for a time people believe that you were the issue, but now people are realizing that they are the issue, that they are actually the source of the problem, the root of the problem. What else? You know, sometimes people do stuff to you and other people around them don't see it until they do it to them. So that could be what's going on as well. You have 222, the right one. Right place, right time. Trust only in what you want and don't think about what you don't want. So some of you, the right one could be anything. Could be a relationship, could be a new place to live, could be a new job, could be whatever. You got the right one, okay? You're going to be in the right place at the right time. Twos are about duality, partnership, choices. So this, a lot of times when you get 222, that does talk about like a soulmate union. So we'll have to see what the tarot says about that. What's going on with the right one? I'm hearing you got the right one. Now, that could also be that somebody got the right one in you, because I'm hearing K. Michelle's song. Pretty much saying somebody has met their match in you, but I feel like this is positive though. We have seeds don't grow when they're planted. They grow when they're fully cultivated and ready. All right. So Spirit is saying you may be frustrated about finding the right one, whatever the right one is in your life. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy, Taurus Saturn. So for those of you born May 11th through the 20th, this may resonate more. This is a gestation period. This talks about being possibly falling in love with someone who's a friend, okay? But it also talks about good things coming to those who wait. It's a learning curve. Spirit is saying not yet, but your time will come at just the right time, and you got the right time in the right place here. Be patient, and this is about cultivation. This is a 7-year cycle, if that means anything to anyone. I call it the 7-year itch as well. We've talked about that before. Let's see what else you need to hear. So I feel like there's something shaping up here for you. This is some kind of growth. It could be a relationship for some of you. It could be work related. Somebody could be into farming and agriculture as well. That's what that is about. They're going to talk either way. You may as well give them something to talk about. Okay. Let me pull 3 more cards. 3 more cards for Taurus. Love triangles are a recipe for disaster. Take yourself out of the equation, help them to choose. So if you're in a love triangle, I believe we talked about that the other day. That may be why you are being pulled out of the madness. Some kind of 3-way situation. Triangulation. So if it's not a love relationship, it could be some other kind of triangle. It says, never compare your real ass life to someone else's fake ass highlight reel. I know that's right. Because that's what people do on social media. They swear what they see is what they get, and that's not true. So Spirit could be telling you to be grateful. Some of you don't realize that you actually are more blessed and highly favored than you believe, than you know, than you think. And so this could be a message to you to not compare yourself to other people, because what you think they have over you, they really don't. I always say you don't want other people's so-called blessings, because you don't even know if they are blessings. You don't know how they got them, what they need to do to keep them. You don't know. So just be grateful for your own. What else? Take the bitter with the sweet. You win some, you lose some. Accept what God allows. And that's the Wheel of Fortune. You could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus. Pisces or Sagittarius in some kind of capacity. Okay, it doesn't have to be love, but the Wheel of Fortune does talk about being tested, going through, you know, life's ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of life. Understanding what's meant to be will be. So it can also talk about being tested, trying to figure something out. It says all you're doing is minding your business, and even that bothers this person. And then despite an ongoing battle, you're still standing. I love it. It says stay winning, stay pure of heart, and stay true to yourself. Stay prayed up. What's next? Sometimes what glitters is actually gold. Have faith and stay optimistic about your love life. Ooh. So some of y'all, there could be a new relationship coming in. Could involve an Aquarius. It says it's perfectly normal to outgrow people, environments, and situations. So it does feel like you're outgrowing something here, Taurus. I'm trying to figure out who this person is. Some of you have a problematic person in your life. Could be a Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, a Libra, or a Scorpio. For some of you here. You might have a Sagittarius moon placement. So you may have some PTSD from, this could be something physical, this could be emotional, this could be whatever, financial. But Spirit is saying just stay optimistic, because whatever you're praying for is going to come through for you. Some kind of prayer is being answered, or wish is being granted. I feel like for a lot of you, if you are single and open to love, it could be coming at the top of the year. Or sometimes in the spring. What was the next card? It was telling you to pay attention to something, but I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. It must not have been meant for you to hear it. Hold on, y'all. It's crazy. I just picked this deck up, and at the bottom, you got the ongoing battle here. The Nine of Wands and the Death card. With the Chariot. See, this is overcoming obstacles here. Could be health related for someone. This could be emotional PTSD, physical. Literally, this is the Wounded Warrior. Yeah, some of you are coming out of like a poverty consciousness, and Spirit is saying that all is well. You have a spirit guide showing up here. Scorpio moon energy, Cancer energy. I am going to tell you, Taurus, and this ain't going to be for everybody, but for some of you here that's been going through either love issues or financial hardship, Spirit has been trying to get your attention to change something, okay, and put you on the right path. And Spirit is saying what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and know that all is well, and stay calm in the storm. So some of you could be going through a storm, and it could be emotional. Nine of Cups, see, that's manifestation, and the Ace of Pentacles. So you do have something coming in here after a heartbreak or betrayal, or yeah, some of you, there's a relationship coming in. Two of Cups, or some kind of partnership. It could be a friendship, it could be anything, but it feels like there's something positive manifesting here for you, something tangible. Ace of Pentacles does talk about a return to good health. This could be over the next year. I say 9 months to a year. I see something changing drastically for you, especially related to your health, but also your financial situation. The Ace of Pentacles could be not only your health improving, but manifestation of money. It could be some kind of new opportunity, advancement in your career, promotion, a raise, new car, new home, some kind of tangible gift from the universe. Some of you also could work with raw elements. I was just writing that down before I started your reading, but it feels like a rebuilding period for you. That's interesting that would be on the bottom. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So Spirit is wanting you to trust your spirit of discernment and pulling out of some kind of madness. If there is another person involved in this madness, especially a third-party situation, people are recognizing that the issue is not you, it never was you. What's going on here? Someone's last name could be Gibbs or Bell. We got the Two of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Yeah, you're making some kind of decision here. Some of you are weighing your options about whether you want to disconnect from something. Okay, sometimes this Judgment card talks about us learning a lesson. Sometimes it's the hard way. I don't know which one came out first. I feel like the Two of Pentacles came out first. And this is definitely like some kind of balancing act or balance being restored to your life. But it comes after a big decision that you made. And that's also your spirit of discernment showing up. The Judgment card is about common sense. So if you are in a situation where you're trying to make a decision and you're like weighing the pros and cons and you're trying to balance out like how you want to approach something, Spirit is saying take a common sense approach to it. This is also the Phoenix rising from the ashes. So there could be a decision that you're making to take yourself out of a situation that's going to help you to redeem yourself, so to speak. What is this? If you're in a love situation that's complicated, I'm going to give you the channeled song of The Right One by K. Michelle. She's a Pisces, so maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. February 22nd could be significant. Or you could be seeing 222. A lot of twos here, because even these two are twos. The Judgment card is a number 20. It reduces to 2 in the Two of Pentacles. This could be a 2-year relationship or age difference for some of you. Capricorn, Jupiter. You got a lot of Jupiter on the table. And Jupiter is about fun, growth, expansion. You got Leo Jupiter, interestingly enough. And you got the Queen of Cups. You got 2 people cards showing up here. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles again with the Queen of Wands. Interesting. And the Tower. Because you got the King of Wands and then you got the King of Cups. And the Five of Wands. What is going on here? You got the Queen of Swords and the Judgment card. Again, something about decision making, discernment. That's your spirit of discernment right there. So when it comes to your decision making, this is decision making as well. But this is the spirit of discernment. That's what you started with. So God is helping you to be the phoenix rising from the ashes. That's what this card is coming out again. And the star is about healing, optimism. One of the last cards I read for you is the Star. Stay winning, stay pure of heart, stay true to yourself, stay prayed up. And then sometimes what glitters is actually gold. Have faith and stay optimistic about your love life. So, okay, the next card says, pay attention to your energy when certain people are around you. Energy doesn't lie. So who y'all need to cut off? Or what y'all need to cut off? Because there's something here that Spirit is saying you already know. Like you've already been maybe going back and forth about it. This is about being head over heart. Because maybe your healing is kind of dependent on this decision that you make. That's very head over heart. Now, I don't know what's going on here because you got some energies that are like, you got the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Wands, which is the counterpart to the King of Wands. You got the Tower, and you got the King of Cups, which is the counterpart to the Queen of Cups. These are people cards. So you got water and fire showing up really strongly here. Scorpio and Aries is here. Aries, Mars. Scorpio, Moon. Cancer is here, and Leo, Jupiter. And then Leo, Saturn here with the Five of Wands. So there's a conflict. These two are conflict cards. This could be showing me that there is a connection in your life. If it's not a connection, make it about whatever's going on in your life, because you got two very polar energies here. You got this very emotional, sensitive, compassionate, understanding Queen and King of Cups. This pairing here, let's put them like this. This pairing here would be two very sensitive people who are forgiving, compassionate, empathetic, so forth and so on, right? Now that could be telling me that there's something emotional going on, or something that has some emotional element to it. But then there's a passionate aspect to it too, a more impulsive, instinctual aspect to it with the King and Queen of Wands. Now these can be catalyst people in your life. So it is possible that some of you are moving away from what feels more like a passionate connection or a passionate endeavor. That it's a shakeup going on in your life, because when the Tower shows up, it's wow, and that's fire and water as well, interestingly enough, Scorpio and Aries. When the Tower shows up, especially with the Five of Wands, it's giving me some kind of conflict, but at the same time, the Tower is something that comes in to disrupt a pattern to make way for something better. So maybe for some of you, since the Queen and King of Wands came out as the first couple, and then the King and Queen of Cups came out as the second couple, some of you could be really practicing a lot of self-love. This is emotional intelligence. This is emotional stability here. This is being very unbothered by anything crazy going on around you, and definitely trusting your discernment. She's a psychic and so is he. So maybe there's something or someone in your life that there's a conflict with, and Spirit is saying, look, I'm moving you away from the madness. The Tower is definitely madness. It's chaos. It's upheaval, unexpected changes, and really expect the unexpected. So if that is indeed the case, Spirit is saying, I'm not taking you through this just because this is growing pain so I can bless you with something more stable. Now, I'm not going to try to guess what that is, because it's going to be different for everyone. But there's a very strong message here that something, let's just say it is a relationship. For some of you, this is a situation where you may be in a third-party situation. It could be very hot and heavy. These two are very attractive people that can't keep their hands off each other, right? But that doesn't mean it's healthy. Sometimes I see these as kind of like a troubled couple, just because they are so much alike, and they are both impulsive, and they are both really good looking people who she's a concubine. You know, she's not a wife. But this Queen of Cups would be a wife. She would be a mother. She would be someone who, this relationship would be a beautiful relationship. Two emotionally intelligent people working together, building a life and available to each other. These two, a lot of ego is involved with them. If it's not love, though, it could be something, I don't know, related to your finances, your stability, or your health, or something going on here. But this is definitely like recovering, or the potential to. Ace of Pentacles is the potential for something new, or to restart something that was already going. Like I said, the Tower comes in to knock down a paradigm that's not healthy for you. Something built on a shaky ground. For some of you, this could even be a home. You know, Five of Pentacles, let's talk about being homeless, being jobless. It could talk about filing bankruptcy. Some of you may be looking for new employment. Maybe you're out of a job right now and there's something new coming in. I'm going to move on. So it says you're going to be in the right place at the right time. Whatever the right one is coming in for you. Could be 7 years you've been waiting for something. This could just be you reflecting on the last 7 years. Or, yeah, the Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the World card. It feels like some of you are closing a cycle on something that has not been healthy for you. I just don't know what it is, because it's going to be different for everyone. Yeah, the Fool, it's time to start over. And the World card ends the tarot. That's the end of the story. The Fool's journey, the hero's journey. And this is starting brand new. And it's fearless. And it's spontaneous. And it's very much like wiping the slate clean. So whatever this was that wasn't working out before, Spirit is saying it's because I'm bringing in the total package for you. Some of you, if it's a love situation, you could have another fixed sign, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus, or a Capricorn person that could be coming towards you. Maybe a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio broke your heart, or you could be blocking them out or ignoring them right now and ready for something brand new. And this feels exciting, like being swept off of your feet. Could be somebody you're meeting at a distance or online. What else? You got the Four of Swords. With the Page of Swords. This could be the people talking. This is gossip. Yeah, the Three of Swords. So you're unbothered. King of Cups is very unbothered energy. With the Three of Swords. I feel like the message here is to trust yourself. If you're curious about someone or something. Page of Swords is curiosity, you know, being very inquisitive about something. Maybe you are worried about people talking. This can be gossip as well. But the Three of Swords is also a breakthrough. So I did go and read the book, and because this card came out, I think, for Leo the other day, and I wanted to get the book, but I didn't. But I actually did grab it today and looked at a couple of the cards. So this card is a story about a woman here who is harming herself to protect her husband, but he doesn't trust her. So he's watching her, like in the shadows, watching her, and he discovers that she's basically harming herself to protect him from something. These are based on different myths throughout the world. So I don't know the exact myth. I'm not going to try to figure all of that out. But the Three of Swords with the Page of Swords could definitely be some kind of malicious gossip. And it says they're going to talk either way. You may as well give them something to talk about. The Page of Swords is very detached from his emotions. King of Cups, yeah, it definitely feels like you're unbothered by something. You get the Queen of Wands. She's very comfortable in her skin and her decision making. You could be on the Aries Taurus cusp or have an Aries Mars placement, Scorpio Moon again. You got Libra, Saturn, and then you got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini here. It definitely feels like very unbothered by any talking that is going on. Because you're ready for something new. And you know what this might mean for some of you. There is a desire to leave something behind. I just don't know what it is for everybody. And whatever you're contemplating leaving behind, it may be a fear of thinking what people are going to think about you. Maybe that has been the situation. And Spirit is saying, look, it don't matter what you do. People are going to talk about you anyway. You may be being told to block that out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. And focus on the big picture here with the World card. Because this is like you reaching some kind of milestone. Turning the corner, so to speak. Closing a big deal for some of you. That could be what this is as well. It definitely feels like renewed energy, brand new energy. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. So his name could be Jason. I heard the last name Porter or Potts. P-O-T-T-S. All right, what's going on here with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the World card? The Nine of Swords. What's the Nine of Swords? Gemini, Mars energy with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. Now the Ace of Cups is in the upright. See, so Spirit is saying there's something here that wasn't right for you. You closed out a cycle, and somebody that's meant to be in your life, somebody that completes your picture, your story, whatever you want to call it. That's who's showing up here. Now you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy in the upright. This could also be new inspiration. It doesn't have to be love, though the cups are usually emotional, are related to our relationships and our love lives. This could also be spirituality or inspiration as well. Creativity. Talks about spiritual intimacy. So if you've been dealing with someone, like I said, that's just been hot and heavy with you, not really giving you commitment, if it's love, it feels like that's what you're disconnecting from or contemplating. And Spirit is saying, yeah, I'm pulling you out of the madness, because the Tower is coming in to disrupt a pattern. So Taurus, that means that you're not in control. And it does say here, take the bitter with the sweet. You win some, you lose some. Accept what God allows. God is never going to lead us astray. Sometimes we want what we want, but God knows best. So that could be the message here for some of you. There's a strong renewal energy here, like feeling brand new. And I like that the Ace of Cups is now flipped in the upright. So whatever Spirit is doing here, there was something that just was not working. Somebody does have regrets here. I mean, that could even be you living with some regrets about investing in someone. Like I said, for 7 years, possibly 8 years is here as well. That could be significant. It kind of feels like, I don't know, like somebody has been putting out this energy, right? And just not getting what they have been putting out back in return. Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles can talk about a bad reputation or mediocrity, or just not feeling like you have the skill set to make something happen. It can represent a dead-end job, unfinished business, so forth and so on. But the Nine of Swords is some kind of anxiety, sleepless nights, worryation about something, a dark night of the soul even. So you could be going through that where you're just trying to figure yourself out. It's been difficult. This is work related to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing. I feel like Spirit is saying that something is coming in divine timing, because it says here, seeds don't grow when they're planted. They grow when they're fully cultivated and ready. So you may be frustrated. You may be feeling anxious or nervous about something. It could be financial, because the Eight of Pentacles and, the Nine of Swords is giving me some kind of job situation or work situation that could even be causing depression or making you feel like you're in despair. But like I said over here, the Five of Pentacles going into the Ace of Pentacles means that a paradigm shift is happening from this Tower, taking this energy, this poverty energy away, this victim mentality, and turning it into some kind of new beginning. The Strength card is here with the Fool. I feel like that's the strength to move on. Yeah, the Three of Wands, moving on. All right, and then you have the Five of Swords here. Some of you do have a person. It says all you're doing is minding your business, and even that bothers this person. Now, I don't know who this person might be. This is Aquarius energy, Aquarius Venus anyway, with the Devil. Yeah, these two are toxic. And then the Eight of Swords. Somebody got a real negative mindset around you. But you're innocent in the situation, and you're getting this renewed energy. Look at your spirit guides. They're moving you away from trauma, because the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, this is the calm after the storm, and this is the storm right here. This is definitely seeing things through brand new eyes. It's a fresh perspective. Some of you have felt stuck in a situation. I feel like it could be work for a lot of you, but it also could be a relationship. A Capricorn possibly is here. We got Gemini, Jupiter, and Aquarius Venus. And this does talk about bullying and aggression. And it says all you're doing is minding your business. That could be why you're showing up as the Page of Cups, innocent in a situation. But there's a strong energy around you that's very toxic. Does somebody work in the criminal justice system? Law in some kind of way? Let me see what else I can get out of this. Because it's giving bullying tactics here. The Devil and the Five of Swords, that's toxic. Both of these are abusive energy. This could be abuse of power. This could be materialism. This is vices. This could be somebody who's stuck in South Node energy. Maybe even the Five of Pentacles is the person stuck in South Node, because that is South Node energy. And then the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new start. So I'll just tell you, whatever you're dealing with, Spirit is saying you're finding the strength to move on. Broadening your horizons, thinking outside the box. This is about growth and expansion as well. It says a milestone. I just said a milestone here. So some of you are about to reach some major milestone. But it may not have come easy for you, but it's like you're in the right place at the right time when whatever this blessing is comes in. And whomever this person is here that is upset with you, you're still standing despite this person. I mean, the Five of Swords and the Devil could actually be oppression. It could be domestic violence for some of you. Somebody may be incarcerated right now or needs to be. Yeah, because this is a jail card. But it also talks about victimizing someone or feeling like a victim of maybe this person who wants to control you, some kind of codependent relationship, even if it's financially codependent. I feel like you're branching out on your own, Taurus. You also have a solid partner coming in. And it could be somebody that you meet online, like I said, or at a distance. That keeps showing up here. Let's move on. What's going on with love triangles? Never compare your real ass life to someone else's fake ass highlight reel. So there could be a situation where some of you are in love with someone who's with someone else, right? And maybe they're posting things online. Y'all know how this goes. Y'all know social media is the great deception. That is definitely great deception right there. People show you what they want you to see, right? So sometimes I've been in a situation like this, and it wasn't anybody that I was actively dating, but somebody that I used to deal with, and they wanted so badly for people to think they were in this happy marriage. But then we've remained friends after the fact, and they would tell me that they were miserable. And there was a lot of physical abuse going on, and it was the woman doing the physical abusing and emotional, just controlling. And so I was like, well, why are you posting all of this stuff, making it seem like you're so happy? I don't know. Like, she would even tell him to do that. You need to post me more. You'd be surprised the stuff that people go through. Because I'm like, I ain't going through all of that. If I'm miserable, I would just stay off the internet. I'm not going to tell the internet my business either. But I ain't going to only show the good stuff and not. Sometimes you might be going through something. It ain't necessarily for everybody to know all the inner workings of your life. But just be real. Or just keep it off the internet. So some of you could be in a situation like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like if you're a third party or in a third party situation, however that plays out, even if they left you for a third party, it gives very much that you know the truth about somebody's relationship. You might be just ready to throw your hands up and accept that, you know, God didn't choose this for you. Let's see what this is. Y'all know that song, Don't Take It Personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy goes. I don't know who sings it, but that's the song. Don't take it personal. Oh, you know what? I think that's Jermaine Jackson. And it's funny because I think I saw that recommended for me on YouTube last night. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. So this is definitely you being very head over heart. This is your spirit of discernment. Again, that's what we started with. What's the Queen of Swords? You could be giving somebody the cold shoulder or cutting them off. The Page of Cups. I definitely feel like, you know, sometimes the Queen of Swords is a woman scorned. You might be starting to see this through brand new eyes here. You have a very strong intuition. These two are very strong intuition cards. It's funny because the person I was just talking about that was the toxic woman in that situation, she was a Libra. This is a Libra. I wonder if there could be a Libra person. And there could be a Libra person here. It could be older than you. Because these are people cards. And this person is older than this person here. So, I mean, I feel like somebody here is very intentional about what they show on social media. They're very intentional about what they tell people in general. And I feel like you are very clued into it. Like you already know. And I feel like you should just be happy with the fact that you don't have to live a lie. Because I feel like somebody's living a lie. Even though the Queen of Swords does represent truth, I feel like, I don't know, when I see the sword up, I see somebody still contemplating, somebody still thinking, processing. Now, that could be you. You could be trying to work through your emotions. These are raw emotions. You could still be in your feelings about somebody, but trying to be head over heart. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that could be somebody flexing their life. Seven of Pentacles. Here again. Some of you, there's a marriage. This is 10 years and 7 years that you could be thinking about. Now you got the King of Swords. Yeah, some of y'all got new love coming in. Let me see how I want to look at this. That could be what this is. The Queen of Swords is you maybe cutting yourself out of this situation. There's love triangle and there's new love here. Like having a crush on somebody. Feeling like those, you know, the googly eyes and those sweet feelings. Page of Cups is here twice. Sweet feelings for someone new. This Ten of Pentacles talks about building with someone. I feel like Spirit is saying that your Ten of Pentacles is coming. Because it says seeds don't grow when they're planted. They grow when they're fully cultivated and ready. So if you've been single 7 years, 10 years, or any amount of time, it feels like there's a counterpart coming in. Somebody that's going to have you tapping more into your softer side if you're a woman. I mean, even if you're a man, it could apply that way as well. What's going on here? You got the Seven of Cups. Yeah, that's illusions. That's delusions. That's somebody's delusions of grandeur here. The Seven of Cups. That's rose-colored glasses. I also want to see if I can get another message out of that because I'm hearing something else. Some of you, there's something going on with some medicine, like a treatment plan is going on here. The Seven of Cups can talk about the placebo effect. This could be telling you mind over matter. If you are dealing with something physical, being delusional might be your best, what do I want to call it? Resolution? I don't know what you call it. But the best way to cope with it is to actually see things with like through rose-colored glasses, being very optimistic, even if it defies what somebody is telling you, because it's like mind over matter. Yeah, I do feel like for some of you, there is a message here that has something to do with a treatment plan, because I see this as the placebo effect. Not putting all your eggs in one basket, but sometimes this Seven of Cups can work in your favor if you're a person who can see it all the way through to the end. So if you have a very dreamy, idealistic way that you look at life, okay, that could be what this is. Now, I also feel like for some of you, you're cutting somebody out of your life that kept you as an option, because this is like keeping your options open. What's the Seven of Cups? The Star card. Star comes after the Tower. We got the Tower over here. So there is this feeling of you being redeemed. I feel like some of you don't realize, like, you're going to, I don't even want to call it the last laugh, because it's not a laughing matter. It just feels like getting success after some kind of heartbreak. And it does tell you to stay optimistic, and that's what this is. There's a sense of you being like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about something all of a sudden. Like there's a big change coming in your life with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress and the Six of Wands. See, this is victory here. This is our major. This is Venusian energy as well, Virgo, Venus. And then you got Leo, Jupiter again. Some of you may want to do something that's in the spotlight. You could be an influencer of some kind. Maybe something to do with beauty. It's definitely giving me like a beauty influencer. But whatever this is well received. Or some of you are just getting, like I said, I don't want to call it the last laugh, but this is a victory. All eyes are on you, Taurus. Some of you are embracing being single, and then you're going to end up with your person. This is you being pregnant, building something with someone, somebody that's putting you on a pedestal too, because this is about a stable love and being cared for by somebody. Wow. Yeah, you're walking away from uncertainty and some kind of, I don't know, sneaky link or something. Could be a Cancer or Pisces involved. Strong Cancer, Pisces energy. Sagittarius is here, and then the King of Pentacles shows up. So for some of you, there's definitely good news coming to you financially if you've been waiting for it, because the Empress is some kind of level up. The Nine of Pentacles is a level up, overnight success, and passive income even. Especially if you're a content creator, though you don't have to be. You're just slowly but surely getting there. Some of you are just late bloomers. But this King of Pentacles is about being financially stable, focused on your money, adding value to anything that you touch, having a Midas touch. This could also be somebody coming into your life that's a benefactor. And that doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be you being in the right place at the right time. And it says that, you know, this is going to be slow but steady. It's coming. Whatever it is coming, y'all. So trust that it's coming. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to read this one. So Spirit is saying someone may reach out to you to clear the air or see where you two stand. It's likely they desire a reconciliation. Well, you do have a reconciliation here with the Temperance card. Maybe some of you are dealing with another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Sagittarius. It says it's likely they desire a reconciliation. Just be sure their intentions are pure. Yeah. So let's see if their intentions are pure. Because, you know, they might not be. The Devil, the Five of Swords, Five of Wands is here. Somebody definitely could be feeling left out in the cold by you or did this to you. And this is why you're contemplating walking away from this wishy-washy energy here of being on the side, being a side chick, or the person having a side chick. Because that's what that could be as well. Let me pause this and clean up this mess and get the answer to what this person wants. Okay, y'all. So before I pull the tarot, I just want to get some messages from this person. I'm going to pull until I don't want to pull anymore. This person that may be reaching out to you, and it doesn't have to be a lover, so I just want to see, what do they want? I cried when our relationship ended. It's giving me a little bit of gaslighting, like somebody trying to guilt trip you. I mean, not to say that they didn't cry, but why do you need to tell somebody that? What else? My heart is so, I'm sorry. My heart is so cold. One bad experience ruined me. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This is her Scorpio as well. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay. I want you to have my baby. Well, we did see the Empress, so that could mean something. Yeah, the Ace of Cups did come out in reverse, and that is somebody that's not showing love, blocking you, rejecting you, ignoring you. Maybe heart chakra is not completely open because they've been hurt before. I stay busy to keep my mind off of you. So this is a person who's intentionally been trying to stay distracted so they wouldn't reach out to you. Okay, we did see the Queen and King of Swords though, so that could be communication coming in for sure. I feel incomplete without you. So they do feel like you have unfinished business. We got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so this person feels incomplete without you. What else? I fell in love with you and it scared me. I want to offer you more than I have given you. You are hands down my favorite person. I don't want to disturb your peace, but the Temperance card is somebody testing the waters though for reconciliation. I have mastered reverse psychology. Nothing is ever my fault. Blame game. I can't even talk. Blame game extraordinaire. So this could be a Scorpio, like I said. Yeah, look at this. Fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I wish I could read your mind to know where I stand with you. And then we got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is a mental connection. You two may think a lot alike. We have I lie or lied to get what I want from people. Then we have a cardinal sign, a Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, a Libra. And this is about taking charge. So this could be this person taking charge to speak up. I felt like you were desperate for me and that turned me off. Excuse me. Taurus ain't desperate for nobody. Who are you talking to? Okay, couple more. I'm not the same person I was when we last spoke. I've grown up a lot. I can't replace you. I know because I've tried. You call me higher than any other lover ever has. I'm threatened by commitment. And I want to spoil you. Why can't we let bygones? I'm sorry, why can't you let bygones be bygones? Forgive me, please. But it gives me gaslighting, like somebody that doesn't really like to take accountability. You can't hurt people and tell them how long they can hurt. That's not cool. So let's see what this person's intentions are. What are they reaching out for first? What do they want to say? I mean, I kind of see it here, but what do they want to say? The Moon. They do feel like they don't know where they stand with you. There's some vagueness, some uncertainty, but they also feel like there's unfinished business. You see how she's standing in the middle of this bridge. Now, she could turn around and go back the other way. This is our fears, illusions. It's also secrets, though, and deception. But it can also be shadow work that needs to be done in this person instead of just making a decision either to go this way or to go back wherever they came from. That could be what this person is struggling with right now. But I don't like that coming out for good intentions because that is deception. So let's see. But it could be fear. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Where do we go from here? This is about building blocks. Let's pick up where we left off. This person is open to exploring more with you, looking forward to a future with you, but also they could be afraid that you're moving on. And the fact that they don't know where you are, what you got going on is making them want to be curious about you. King of Wands is somebody who will take action, but again, they are afraid. This is fighting through your fear, though, to act on whatever it is that you want to say or do. This is usually very bold actions or someone demonstrating something they've been afraid to do in the past. Okay, it could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is Leo, Jupiter again. And then you got Gemini, Jupiter. A lot of Jupiters in your reading. You got the Knight of Cups in the Tower. Okay, so let me see about their intentions. Are their intentions pure? Two of Cups, that's good. The Strength card. We got Cancer, Venus, and Leo energy. The Nine of Pentacles. All of these are yeses. Virgo Venus, and the Two of Wands. Somebody really does want to know like what the future looks like for you two. They've been contemplating this. This is the second time the Four of Swords came out, and they want a new beginning. So somebody's ready to take a leap of faith to reconcile with you. Aquarius, Sagittarius, and then we got Libra, Jupiter here. More Jupiter. Aries, Mars is here with the Nine of Pentacles. You know, I feel like this is a person who struggles with whether they want to be single or be in a relationship. This may be a person who's very content being by themselves, you know. Like their life is kind of how they like it, but then you came along and you changed that. King of Wands is someone who wants to spoil you, and you do that. I do have that here. I want to spoil you. So I would say this person's intentions actually don't seem bad. But with the moon coming out here with, you know, what they're planning to do, I really feel like it's more about the motivation behind what they're doing. Is that the same as intention? I don't know. I don't feel like it is. I feel like sometimes somebody's intention, how do I explain this? I've done this before. I felt like this before, so maybe you all have as well. Sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. Sometimes somebody is pursuing you, they're relentless in chasing you, and you get used to it, right? And then when they pull away, you miss it. You miss the fact that they were pursuing you because maybe you did like them a little bit, but you weren't 100% sure you wanted to choose that person, right? But when they pull their energy back, you might start thinking about them more and be like, I wonder how they're doing. Even if it's something as simple as, I just want to know if you're okay. Maybe I still don't want you romantically, but I don't want you to feel like I hate your guts and don't ever want to speak to you. It's just that I want you to respect that we're friends. I mean, sometimes this can be friendship. This could be somebody holding back. I don't know. I do feel like somebody struggles here. Usually the Two of Cups is two people choosing each other. It's the only two that does represent that. But I feel like somebody is like, where do we go from here? Because they're so kind of content. They're really good at maybe even acting like they don't care. That could be what it is as well. I don't know. I feel like, I hope my story made sense. You know, you meet someone, you not necessarily meet them, but you're dealing with someone and you might feel like they're more of a friend to you. You don't feel those romantic, they're fire between you two, but they do. And then you're like, okay, well, I don't feel that way, but I don't want to be enemies with you. Like, we could be friends. We could be cordial. We could stay in touch, you know. We could even hang out, but it's just going to be platonic. And then they get upset with you. They pull away and you're like, well, I didn't say I ain't never want to talk to you ever again. You misread what I said. But if that's this person's intentions, like, do you want to deal with that? Do you just want to be friend zoned? Because this is kind of giving me friend zone. Because I do feel like this person does have a fear. And then talk about, look at this. I felt like you were desperate for me and that turned me off. I mean, that could be what happened here. Maybe you were showing someone a lot of love and they mistook that as you being desperate. Taurus is never desperate for anybody. It takes a lot for us to even say we want a commitment. Once we zero in on you, that means you've proven something to us. We've gotten comfortable with you. This is a comfort zone. But I do feel like there's somebody here that's trying to come out of their comfort zone for you, Taurus. But the problem with this person is that they have like this fiercely independent energy. Nine of Pentacles is like, I don't need anybody. I'm okay single. And you can't, I think I talked about this last week or the week before, you can't be like that with Taurus. Taurus needs to know that you're not flighty, that you're not just going to pick up and just leave once we move in together, we get married, we have some children. Like, you can't just be going out the door thinking like, I changed my mind. We don't want anybody fickle like that. So this could also, this moon with the Three of Wands could be, why can't you let bygones be bygones? Like somebody just wants to move on. They want y'all to keep growing, but you're just like, I still have some uncertainty here. Maybe I have some questions that I need answered. You're not answering them for me. So we're kind of at a stalemate. We're just stuck. It don't matter how bold your moves are until you clear the air for me and let me know where we are, where we stand, what happened on Tuesday. You know, when you told me one thing, but something else happened, we can't go any further. That's what I see for you, Taurus. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment if anything resonated. And I will see you all probably in a couple of days. Hype the video if you can. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.